Hello, collective. Welcome to my channel. Please like, share, subscribe. Please hit the notification button. I hope that you are all well blessed and highly favored. I am coming today to do a video. This video is going to be pertaining about Hollywood, okay? What's going on in Hollywood? What's going on with your musicians, your artists, your actors, people in high places, okay? First, let me thank you for all those that have liked, shared, and subscribed. Those that haven't, make sure you like, share, and subscribe. I invite you to please go like, share, and subscribe to my Instagram, my TikTok, and my Facebook. The only two places that I do any type of medium, reader, or information is on TikTok and YouTube at the present time, okay? For those of you that do not know me, welcome. My name is Stephanie Cardenas. I am a chosen being sent by God to come to this world to bring reconstruction and to bring justice to many people, places, and things, okay? So I appreciate you being here and I appreciate your time, all right? Make sure you always have a pen and a paper. There will be messages, downloads, different things you will need to write down, okay? Do not come to this channel with any negativity, any hidden agendas, plot schemes, any dark magic. Those of us that are here, we are balanced, we are light, we are love, we are changing and ascending and growing. If that is not you, hey, please feel free to exit at any time. You're not obligated to stay here, okay? But I'm sure if you are here, there's a reason and a purpose, and you're going to gain something from this, okay? If you would like to plant a seed or leave a donation, you could do that on my Cash App or my PayPal. But more than anything, just thank you for allowing me to be a messenger of light. If you need a reading or a healing, you need to always go to my email address, cardenasstephanie213@gmail.com. Okay? Don't come playing around on my channel because I'm very highly gifted, so I can see through damn near anything, okay? So please don't do that to yourselves. All right, let's get started. Again, this is going to be pertaining to Hollywood, to musicians, to actors, to artists, to people in high places, okay? The divine has been on me, and I know the last two nights, yesterday and today, and I've been watching for quite a while now, okay? I want to be the first to say that I know that everything that is happening now, I knew it was going to happen before it happened. Because God told me that many would be fighting with each other. Many would be exposing each other, okay? The reason that you're seeing a lot of that going on is because the truth has to be revealed, okay? Whether you want it to or not, the truth of each of you and what you are responsible and liable for has to be exposed, okay? Some of you, you were refusing to do the work on your own. You were refusing to do the change on your own. You thought that you didn't have to change. You thought that you were going to get away with whatever you did, that you were exempt for some reason. No, you're not. You are liable just like any other human being. Just because you're rich, well-known, famous, in high places, you're still liable, okay? And many of you, people were sleeping. They were stuck. They weren't awakened. They were stuck in the matrix. They were stuck in the illusions. Many people are getting out of the illusions. They're getting out of the matrix. They're getting out of the magic that was put around them. So now everybody's seeing the truth of what truly has happened to them or people they love. And now they're expressing their feelings. And that is their human right. Okay? Many of you are responsible for violating each other. You are responsible for hurting innocent people. Many of you are guilty of hurting young children when you were older adults, knowing that what you did to them was wrong. Many of you are parents and you allowed your children into the industry, into Hollywood, into whether it's music, acting, whatever. You were supposed to be the protection, but many of you, you saw money instead of helping your children and doing what was right by them. Okay? When a person becomes an adult, that's different, okay? Because that's their choice after they're 18, 21, then they have their own choices to do what they're supposed to, okay? But as far as when you're responsible as a mother and a father, that is your responsibility to make sure that they're okay. Even when they don't listen to your discipline, you got to be at their side, and you're supposed to be a mother and father that protects them, guides them. And many of you, you're guilty of that as well. So many people in the predicaments that I'm seeing, especially in Hollywood, with many people fighting, going with each other, going back and forth, a lot of you are guilty of whatever you have done. Each of you need to take responsibility for what you have done. Many people, it's easy for people to point out what everybody else has done, but you need to also be looking at yourself and making sure that you're also taking accountability for yourself. Okay? It's easy to say, well, so and so did this, and so, okay, many of us, more than likely, many people know already. Thank you for informing us, but make sure that your house is clean too and that you're also working on yourself, okay? And many people are just speaking out because that is their human right. They were violated. You violated people. Either you were the one doing the violating or you were the one that was the victim. Okay? Everybody in this world is trying to speak the truth because we are all changing, growing, and ascending, and the world's never going to be the same again. This is how you ascend to the 5th, 6th, 7th. When you look at yourself, when you look at what needs to be fixed, when you are able to talk to the people that have hurt you or attacked you or express who hurt you. And then you have to even be man and woman enough to say, you know what? I'm guilty because I did this, this, and this, and I know I shouldn't have did this. I'm wrong for doing this. Those that have to take accountability, you got to take accountability. Also, when you become a certain age, you have to take responsibility too. Like, you know what? I knew these people, they approached me with this. They told me this was this, this, and this. But even I made a mistake because I could have made a choice and said, no, I'm not going to do that. I don't want that. I don't want to be a part of that. I don't want to have to do these things to show the gifts that God has given me. And you have to, you got to take responsibility too because you could have walked away. Choices are everywhere, okay? So that's what God was wanting me to come and make that video, since yesterday. I know I had to do it, okay? Now I want to say I do know many people are being, attacked, okay? Many of you hurt so many people, and some of you are guilty of taking lives. You have taken many people's lives. Did you not think that you were going to have to that you weren't going to be accountable at some point? Did you honestly think that God was going to let you take lives and violate people and do ugly things, and at some point you would not have to receive karma? Karma doesn't miss anybody. It comes for you. It might not come soon. It might not come in the middle. It comes when it wants to, when God allows it to. Some of you just kept digging that hole deeper and deeper and deeper and deeper and deeper and deeper for yourself, and now you're falling in it. Some of you don't only got the living wanting to come for you, you got the dead and the living wanting you. And that's the dead. The dead should be able to come for you because you took their lives. Those lives were not for you or anybody else to take. Nobody should take lives on this planet except the Creator, the God of all gods. If that's not you, you're not lying. You don't have the say to take. We don't have the say to take each other's lives unless God gives you that authority and that permission. And the only other person besides God that should have that authority is God's armies. We came to remove the dark from here in spiritual warfare. And we don't even like doing that because I know I don't. That's not something that I want. But sometimes I don't have a choice because some of you're so dark and you don't want to do it, and you have to go. I have to pick all the people that want to do better, and then I got to look at you. I'm not going to ruin all them people for one person that don't want to do something. Sorry, I can't do that. So these are the things that right now the universe is wanting me to talk to many of you about. Okay, especially, many of you parents too. You know that your children were gifted. You know that you put your children in that world. It was your responsibility to protect them, So don't try to act like you're innocent either, because you have to take accountability as their parents. Especially, those young kids. A lot of these actors and musicians and fans, they were getting molested and raped by people from in Hollywood. You allowed it. Some of you even knew about it. You're not going to sit here and tell me that Jews didn't pay attention to the signs and the synchronicities. Because when I know I was getting molested and people were doing ugly shit to me, I was acting a whole fool. I was acting crazy, honey, because I was mad inside. So I know that your kids, I know you're going to see the signs and synchronicities. You're not going to tell me you didn't. Some of you were just worried about being seen. You want clout. You want money. You want materials. You think that world's the best world to be in. A lot of you had to find out the hard way. It's not all what it seems to be. right? And many of the people that rule Hollywood, okay, for many lifetimes, and especially this one, they are also accountable. They should never have any of you telling you you have to sell your soul, you have to sacrifice something, you have to do something very dark and ugly to share your gifts. Why should you have to do ugly, vile things to share God-given gifts that God gave you? Many of you are African descent, and that's what the devil used. The devil is a Caucasian. The devil literally used all of you. Many of you are African, like I said, and literally downplayed your people right in front of your face. And you allowed him to. And some of you, you still are. That's why your ancestors are upset. Why would you allow the Caucasian dark man of this world, the devil himself, to downplay your own people? You didn't see the trap. You didn't see what was going on the whole time, what they were doing to you and your people? I bet you see it now. A lot of you think you're gay, you think you're bisexual. They got you doing all type of things. They made you sell your soul for your gifts. Now I know because I know a lot of you are awakening. You're like, damn, what did I do? Okay? So all them people from that world, don't worry about it. Every last person that is accountable or that has been doing these ugly, vile things to any of you, I don't care what race right now. But I know what you did. I know what you did in Hollywood. I know what you did in high places to the African people. I know what you were doing. Don't play with me like I'm stupid. Please don't do that. Don't do that. Okay? What you did to them and their ancestors and their people, you're wrong for that. You violated them in so many ways, just like you did it back in the old days when you did what you did to them. But doing that to make them to have to share their gifts and violate them as people, no, you're wrong and you're accountable for that. And those of you in high places that I'm speaking to, you know exactly who I'm speaking to. Okay? Now, again, with Hollywood and Ray, all this fighting back and forth. It's okay to expose and speak. Don't do it for ignorance when you do something. Don't do it because you're trying to get back. Do it because it's the right thing to do. Do it because you need to express what's really going on. Do it for right reasons, because if you're expressing or giving out information or doing something in a negative, derogative, ugly, dark way, it's not going to work out for you in your best favor. So I suggest if you're not doing something for the right reasons, you shut up. 2, don't be liable for doing something, and excuse me, give me a second, for doing something, okay, for doing something that you're liable for, because every word that comes out of your mouth better be the truth and nothing but the truth, and for good reason and purpose, because if it's not, it's gonna fall on you. Okay? Some people think that things are, oh, well, I can make money off this. I could be seen for this. Don't get involved. What I'm saying is don't get involved in something that ain't got nothing to do with you, too. If it doesn't got nothing to do with you, I suggest that a lot of you mind your business. Because this is a part of the spiritual warfare. This has to do with God's armies. This has to do with these people on this planet and the light beings and God's people. We're here to handle it, and we're watching, and we're taking care of it. These people that need to express and do what they have to do, they all have to do that. Just do it in a respectful way. No need to be ignorant, right? Give the information, speak the truth, but don't start more problem, is what I'm saying. You understand? Use your wisdom and your knowledge to the best of your ability when you are expressing and saying. And I know many of you are hurt. I know many of you are angry. I get it. Shit, you think I'm not? You think other people are not? But do it in the right way. Okay? Be smarter than these other people. Some of you, if obviously you're awakening, everybody's exposing everybody. Just make sure that you're only accountable for you. Make sure that you're choosing to do what you got to do to make your life better. Ask for forgiveness, clean up your ways, find balance in your dark and your light, and change your life. Whatever is done. Nobody could go backwards. Now you know who's who and who's not. Make sure you're making the right choices too. Who you listening to? Who you hanging around with? Who's at your left and your right? Who's in front of you? Who's in back of you? Who are you learning from? Are you learning from the right people? Are you getting the right information from the right people, places, and things? Are you listening to your intuition? Is your third eye open? Is your crown chakra open? These are all choices that all of you in Hollywood, as musicians, artists, actors, have to ask yourself. That's why everything's falling apart. Everything has to fall apart, because then it could be put back together the right way that it's supposed to. We can't go back in time and say, for the ones that, I'm sorry that you've been hurt, like me, all of us been hurt in whatever way. We gone through hell, we had to go. Okay, we can go back that way, but all we could do is make a change now, from now to the next, from here on out. And we can hope and do better so that the people coming after you don't ever have to go through those things again. Maybe you got a messed up life in this one, but I guarantee you, if you change it now, your next one, your next life won't have to be like that anymore. You understand me? This is not going to be the end of the road for you unless you all choose for it to be. That's up to each one of you. Anything could be healed in men. If anybody knows that, I do. Shit, I've been ran over like I was a piece of shit on the street all my life. So you're not going to tell me that you can't get through anything. Anything. So many people have made bad choices. So many people have did wrong things. And I know many people have been killed for bad reasons. I know who wanted clout. I know who wanted to be seen. Everything coming out about Puff Daddy. Everything coming about all these people. Jay-Z. I know your sins. I know them when you were doing them, and I know them now, and I know everything. I know, because I am who I am. So these people have the right to say what they say. You hurt them. Hurt people. You think people don't have, you hurt these people. They have the right to feel what they feel, and they have the right to say what they say. And if you are who you are, if you are gay or whatever, that's your business. But I guarantee you're really not. I guarantee you, if I really look deep down and I sit with you long enough, I guarantee you that's not who you really are. That's who the world made you think you were. And you allowed it to sink into your body without protecting and speaking up for yourself. You can't blame nobody for that shit. You did it. You allowed it. That man, Jamie Foxx, is sitting, whether it's true or not, sitting in that hospital. That's not the first people. You guys think you could go and take lives? Because what? Who gave you the authority? Who gave any of you the authority to think that you could take that man's life, my life, anybody's life for that matter? Who gave you the authority and the right? Because I'm a chosen being. I work hand in hand with God. And the last I knew, God is the only one that could do that. Unless he gives permission to a being to do that. And he don't just give that to any being. You definitely got to be chosen and picked to even take lives out. That's what happened. Many of you let the power and your ego and your ignorance and the people you believed, many of you believed the devil and his demons. And then you became one. And you thought you could do what they do. But you didn't know the whole time them people in high places you were listening to, that was the devil. Duh. Do you see them people? Do they look the same color as you? They're not the same color as you. There's a reason for that. They knew what they were doing to all of you, many of you, when they did what they did. They did it exactly the way that it was supposed to be, because you were the one that was supposed to see through the matrix, through the illusion, through what they were doing to you. Many of you didn't. But I hope and pray that you see it now. They even got many of you fighting with each other now. And if you look, you're fighting with your own people. Look at yourselves. Who you's fighting with? Really, at the end of the day, you're fighting with each other, because that's the way the man of this world wanted you to. They want you to fight with your own races. Duh. It's easier for you. They're like, fuck it. It's easier if you all take each other out, because shit, then we don't got to do nothing. We just sit back and watch you take out yourselves. And we win. I'm going to give you wisdom and knowledge because God told me to come on here and give it to you. So that's what you need to think about. But those of you that have taken lives, and some of you been taking lives for a long time, because a lot of angels come and talk to me about what you have done. Many of you are guilty of taking each other's lives, and there's a lot of people that are in the dead. They come and they tell me things. That's why you got scared when I came. That's why you didn't want. Tell the truth. Let's be honest with everybody. But you are accountable for what you have done. You took those lives the same way you thought you could take those lives, the same way you need to take your karma like a man or a woman and take what you got coming. You did it. Nobody else did. Don't blame nobody else. Don't blame nobody for what you did. You wanted to be seen. You wanted to be the next better. You knew somebody else was the more popular, more seen. So now you want to go take a life because they're more seen than you. You got mad because somebody told somebody the truth about how your life is. Why? Why? If you claim to be who you are, and that's what you're showing the people you bringing into your life or your environment, why are you mad with what they're saying? That's what you're showing them. So it's not like they're lying about you. You're the one that's ashamed of your own self or the life you live, not them. If you don't want people to know that, then why do you show them the things that you do? Did you ever stop to think about that? So why would they be wrong for expressing the truth of what you showed them? If I bring somebody into my life, I'm showing them whatever. I can get mad if they go and tell whatever to the world because that's what I'm showing them. Good and bad. So why would I get mad about it? Because you know that you don't even know who you are. That's why you're mad. You're upset because all these people are exposing your truth, and you're upset because you don't even know who you are as a man and a woman. You don't even know how to balance your own life. You fell so far deep down into the darkness, many of you, you don't even know how to get out of it. You just want to be loved. Many of you, you're very funny to me. You think you got all this power and all this say-so, like you're somebody, but really, I'm just going to be honest on this video, you're not shit. I'm just going to tell you just like that. That's how bad you want attention. That's how bad you want to be seen. But once you know who you are and you love yourself, you're never going to want to be seen or worry about what nobody thinks or wants of you. Because you're comfortable in your own skin. In the good and the bad. So, I want you to know, I don't know if Mr. Jamie, I haven't looked into it. I will have to look into it if he's really dead or alive still. But I do want all of you to know worldwide, yes, I did pray for him. Yes, I did. Because that individual, God brought me to him and he came to me. And I did ask God for favor for him to save him. Yes, I did. Yes, I did. Okay? Now, whether God allowed it or not, I don't know. Like I said, I would have to dig deep into a reading and check it out. But what I do know is I did pray for him because I do believe that people deserve second chances. Okay? He could have been getting his karma, or somebody, like I said, could have got mad because like everybody's saying whatever he said and they wanted him out of the way. Or they got upset. Which is the stupidest thing to take a life as far as I'm concerned. Why are you going to kill him? Because he said what he said. So every person, there's been many people that expose Puff Daddy. So, P. Diddy. So why are you going to kill every single person? Because it looks like you're taking a lot of lives. You're going to keep killing people because they're telling the truth about you. How is that going to give you any type of comfort or do anything different in your life? Because shit's still going to be the same, but it's only going to be worse every time. That's why karma's hitting you the way it is. You did that. Nobody forced you. You make your choices. You let the white man that lead Hollywood fool all of you. So now you're reaping what you're sowing. They're sitting here laughing at all of you. Look at all these idiots. They're all fighting with each other. Look at our plan is working just the way we planned it. They're fighting with their own selves, making themselves look like jackasses. Just like they're trying to do to me. Oh, look at her. She's crazy. We're going to try to make her look crazy. I'm never crazy, honey. I'm smarter than damn near everybody on this planet. Don't play with me, because I'll show you crazy. I'll make you think I'm so crazy. When I'm done with you, you'll be the smartest person on the planet. That's the kind of crazy I am. But anyways, that's what they're doing to you. This is not the first video I made about what they're doing with race like that, especially to my black, my Latino, people that are not of the Caucasian race. Pay attention. This was their plan. Well, you think they've been doing this for so long? Well, you think you got doctors over here raping women and having sex with them in the doctor's office, trying to make more race of the white people. These people, they're doing so, the devil and his demons are doing so many damn sneaky, conniving tricks, it's not even funny. Even though it won't work, but that's what I'm telling you. I know. I love all races, okay? But what I'm saying to you is pay attention to what is going on in the spiritual warfare. It is very vital that you listen to me. Every last word that I speak is the truth and nothing but the truth. And you could either win or you could lose. That's up to each of you. I know me and mine are going to win. Those that follow me, we're going to make it to the promised land. We're going to see the color purple. We're going to be on heaven on earth. So I'm good. I'm trying to help those of you that have to open your mind and see what I'm saying, to gain the wisdom and the knowledge that I am sharing with you. And many of you, your ancestors come to me all the time. Please give them, like they did today, give them a chance. Give them forgiveness. Can you give them a chance? I said, sure. For those that are deserving, of course. So many of you, these are the things you need to think about. What I also need to say is Hollywood will never be the same any longer. Hollywood will be shut down. Okay? You will never have to sell your soul to share your gifts. That's why you see places like TikTok, people sharing their gifts in the open. You will be able to share your own gifts and get your own blessings if people want to bless you, or however it works in your favor. Just know that if you are gifted and you do things in the right way, God will provide. That's all you need to know. He will make sure that you will get everything you're worth, and then some. You will not have to sacrifice yourself again. You will not have to do ugly, dark things. You will not have to work for the dark men and women of this world. You will have people that will be coming, that will be like me, that will support you, that will help you, that will give you encouragement. If I want to help someone, like I used to tell my son and his friends, if I want to give you advice and help you and encouragement, even my son, Mom, why don't you be my, what is it called? Whatever, my person to help me. And I said, yeah, I could, but I had other things going on. I go, but I believe that you could do it all on your own. You have the capability. I told him, you have the gifts. I said, but if I could, I would. But at that time, I couldn't. I wasn't doing other things for God, But I said, and he did. He started learning for himself, singing for himself, trying to do something. I'm not saying that you guys can't have somebody that helps you, but when you get help from different recording people, or people that want to help you, a manager, make sure that they're just not trying to take from you, take your money, or take more than you're supposed to get. You're the one busting your ass. So why would you give another man or woman more than, you know what I mean? Now, if you're singing somewhere in somebody's land or facility, of course, you have to pay with the little things and whatever you've got to pay out. But don't ever pay somebody more than you're supposed to get. It's your gift. If a person truly wants to help you to help you to get your gifts out there, they will only take what they're supposed to take, and then they will let you go like a mother like a bird lets his baby go, and go. Boop. There you go. Go do it now. I helped you. Go on your way. That's how you know a lot of these people, they try to use you because they try to stay attached to you. You don't need to stay attached to people after so many years or however many long it takes, years or whatever. Let them go. Go to the next person you're supposed to help. It's not meant for you to stay attached to these people forever. They have to learn and be let go like a mother, like a baby bird. Go. Now go. You know what you need. You got what you need. Go fly and make your life beautiful. Do it. And God's always gonna bless you because you helped them. You had good intentions. You had a good heart. You did what you were supposed to do. Now you go to the next person you're supposed to help. But do it in the right way. That's what happened with a lot of you out here. You did things with ugly, dark intentions. Oh yeah, I'll let you be in my movie, but you gotta sleep with me, and then all of a sudden you gotta make a sex tape, or you gotta do this, you gotta sleep with all these. Man, get out of here. Don't do that to people. Don't do that shit to people. Would you like if they did that to your children? Would you like that if they did it to anybody in your family? I'm sure you wouldn't, especially if you got daughters. I know I wouldn't, and I don't even got a daughter, but I know if I did, I would not play about mine, and I got 3 granddaughters. I don't play that shit. I don't play that. You're not going to make my daughter have to spread her legs to show her beauty and her gifts, to be a model, to be an actress, to put her on Disney Channel. You want to violate kids because you think you got power and money. Now you're a child molester and you got a channel and you want to take advantage, or you're letting people sleep with these kids. No, you're liable. Each of you are liable. Them kids didn't deserve that shit. That's your sick mind. That you the one that needed to fix your lives. You're the one that you brought that darkness into their lives. They didn't bring it into yours. They thought they were really going to be able to do something because they liked it. Or they were good at it. Whether they're a kid or an adult, it's the same shit. So these are the things that you are needing to think about. What God wanted me to talk to you about. And I'm talking to you about it. And I'm letting you know that those of you that have went through these ugly, vile things. Or first of all, let me say, those that are dead, to my dead people, my spirits that I talk to, I'm sorry. I'm sorry that they killed you for those stupid reasons, for their own ignorance. Selfish, dark, ugly reasons. And I wish that I could take that and bring your lives back and help you, but I can't. But what I can do is I can speak out for you now and make sure that nobody ever has to go through what you went through again. Secondly, and I really mean that because I can feel a lot of you listening to me, and my heart feels heavy because you got pain. And I want to talk to the people that are still here that have been violated in some fashion, form, or way. I am sorry that you are victims of Hollywood or the dark men and women of this world. I'm sorry. They might not apologize, but damn it, I'm apologizing for them, for their ugly, dark, ugly ways of doing what they did to you because of their own pain. But what I can also say is these people will all be receiving karma. But if you did let them violate you and do ugly things, then you continue to do the same pattern to others, you are liable as well. Everybody will